differentiation. We are looking at differential calculus, and we are considering the exponential function derivative for now. Now, before you can do anything on exponential function derivative, you ought to have studied, I think, a study on power function and some addition function, composite function, and other rules in the differentiation. Now, look at this particular method. We have y equals to exponential function of x. The derivative of that is going to be f prime of x exponential f of x. F prime of x exponential f of x. That is the derivative of exponential function. Now, if we have y is equal to exponential function of x, the derivative or dy dx will always be f prime of x exponential function of x. Now, we have 5 examples here. Y is equal to exponential x, y equals to exponential x squared, y is equal to 1/3 of x exponential x cubed plus 4x, and y is equal to exponential sine 4x, y equals to exponential log x squared to base e. If we are to derive that, differentiate that, we start with number 1. The first one, we have y is equal to exponential x. So from there, it is obvious that this is the function of x. We compare this with the formula. Y is equal to exponential function of x. So that means this x is the function of x here. So that means function of x is equal to x. So f prime of x, therefore, which means the derivative of the function of x, that will be 1. Then dy dx, using the rule, the formula at hand, dy dx is f prime of x exponential function of x. That means f prime of x, which is 1 times exponential function of x. So that is what? Exponential x. So when we differentiate exponential x, we got exponential x. So that is solution to question 1. Now, we are through with this, question 1. Then let's go to question 2. Question 2, we have y equals to exponential x squared. Now, this is our function of x. If we compare this question with the formula given under the rule, so that means f of x is equal to x squared. Automatically, f prime of x is equal to 2x. Now, using the formula for dy dx, we have the formula here. So that means f prime of x, which is 2x, times exponential f of x, which is x squared. That gives us 2x exponential x squared. So that is the derivative of exponential x squared. That solves problem number 2. Now, we can go on to problem number 3. Now, on that, we have y equals to 1/3 of exponential x cubed plus 4x. Also, we know that this power is the function of x, which is x cubed plus 4x. Now, the derivative of that is 3x squared plus 4. Now, putting that into the formula, we have, and this is a constant, multiplying whatever derivative we got. That is 1/3 into f prime of x, which is 3x squared plus 4, is a compact expression, so we put in a small bracket. Then exponential, the function of x itself, which is x cubed plus 4x. So that's the derivative for this function. This is the derivative. The derivative of this function is this, taken from the rules that we have established from the beginning. So that gives the solution to question 3. Now let's go to question 4. Question 4, we have y is equal to exponential sine 4x. Again, we know that our function of x is the sine 4x there. Now, differentiating that, we have 4 cos 4x. That derivative of sine 4x. Now, the y dx automatically will be f prime of x, which is 4 cos 4x, exponential the function of x, which is sine 4x, sine 4x. So that is the derivative of exponential sine 4x. That gives us a solution again to number 4. Now the last question is a log, a power exponential ln x squared, exponential log x squared to base e, or ln x squared. Now differentiating that, when we have y is equal to exponential log x squared to base e, or ln x squared, we know from there that our function of x is ln x, or log x squared to base e. Now differentiating that, f prime of x is going to be equal to 2x all over x squared ln log e to base e, which is x cancel x, so we have 2 over x as our derivative for the f prime of x. So the y di automatically will be f prime of x is 2x exponential function of x, which is log x squared to base e. So that is it. I advise that you watch our videos on the derivative of power function, on trigonometric function, and logarithmic function, so that you can have a proper understanding of how we get 2 over x, or derivative of log x squared to base e. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best.